Hi there and welcome back. Today we're going to be answering a question from a viewer who wants to know how to find more local job opportunities as opposed to having to only look for work in a big city that has a long commute. I'm going to walk you through the 3 steps that you can take to find more of these jobs right in your backyard. In fact, this is a technique that I've taught thousands of people inside the Work It Daily Career Growth Club. And one story I'm going to tell you today is about a woman who was convinced she was never going to find the kind of job that she wanted. And she did with her dream employer in her little tiny town of less than 4,000 people. So you ready to get started? Okay, let's go. So my first tip is for you to take a drive. That's right. So a member of our program was convinced in her little 4,000 population town that she was never going to find her dream job. And the closest city to her was over an hour away. And she didn't want to do a 2-hour plus commute each day. So my first advice to her was to hop in her car and drive around to every industrial park, every office park in the commutable area. Wherever she would be willing to drive to for this new job, she would go. And what you do is you go in and you look at the name of all the companies at that particular location. There's usually a big sign out front. You can even go into the lobby. Sometimes there's a sign right there. You can snap a photograph with your smartphone and you'll get a list of all these companies. And you do this as much as you can so that you have this big list of these companies. Now, a lot of the names you're not going to recognize, but that doesn't matter. All you need is the names so that you can move on to the next step. So the second step in the process is to research all of these companies online. Now, this member that I was talking about went back and started to go through, and again, most of the companies she had never recognized. But she stumbled across one company who was actually owned by a parent company that was on her bucket list. This is a company she had dreamed of working for her entire career. And here they were, a subsidiary that they owned right in her backyard. What you want to do is go through the list and identify 10 companies. That's right, out of all the companies you researched, which 10 are the most interesting and exciting to you? So take a look at what they do. What are the products and services they provide? What are the customers that they serve? How do they change the world? How do they make a difference? Any company that you really get excited about when you think about who they are and what they do can be added to your list of 10. And you want to get that to 10 because you need that many in order to do the next step in the process. But once you have that list, you're ready to go. Now, if you'd like to learn more information on how to really identify with a company and share with them why you'd like to work for them, I encourage you to check out our cover letter tutorial. This video, you'll find either the link up here or down in the description, has helped thousands of people here on YouTube. Literally, hundreds of thousands of people have watched it, and it really gives them a sense of how you can differentiate yourself using this disruptive cover letter technique to show your connection to an employer and get that interview. Now, the third step in the process is to research common connections. So we have this incredible tool now, LinkedIn, where you can go and look up a company and see all of the employees that work at that company. Then you want to look at each employee and you will see whether they are first connected to you, second line connected to you, or third line connected to you. What you'll find is that while you may not know somebody that works there directly, sometimes you do, you probably know somebody in your network who knows somebody who works there. And the goal is to get an introduction, facilitate an introduction by asking what's called an informational interview. So this is simply when you ask your friend to introduce you to that person so that you could learn more about what it might take to earn a job there someday. You're not asking for a referral, you're not asking for them to get the job for you. You just want to learn more about what it's like to work there and what you'd have to do to earn that interview. This is really, really important step in the process because we know for a fact that 80% of all jobs today are gotten via some form of referral. Oftentimes, something like a weak tie like this is all you need in order to gain the information, stand out, and be able to apply for a job. Plus, there's a huge hidden job market out there. A lot of times these companies actually have openings, but they don't have job postings anywhere. And the only way to find out is through this process. So it's really important you do this step. Now, the member I was telling you about went back, did the research, and found out she knew 3 different people that worked for similar companies. And she was able to get those informational interviews set up with the local company. What was amazing is that as soon as they met her, they could not believe she had the skill sets and that she lived in this small town. They were looking for somebody right in their backyard, didn't even know she existed. She ended up landing her dream job, great pay, great benefits, and with a company she always wanted to work for, all by following these 3 steps. So in conclusion, it's actually a lot easier than most people think to find jobs in their backyard. It's not really that hard. All you need to do is follow the steps that I outlined for you. It's just discovering the opportunities that are there. They're not front and center, but with a little bit of research, you could find your dream employer too. So are you feeling kind of stuck or frustrated in your job search? Well, if so, I hope you check out the video that we've got linked up here. It's also down in the description. It's all about the 8 ways people are being shut out of the hiring process today. And if you're feeling that frustration, you're likely being shut out too. So it's free, it's easy. Lots of people have watched it and had big aha moments about what they could do differently in their job search to get better results. And I promise you, you'll do the same if you watch this video. All right, if you made it this far, then hopefully you found something interesting in today's video. Please share with us your favorite tip in the comments below. Also, questions, comments, feedback, we read each and every one. Maybe there's a question you'd like us to answer in one of these future videos. Make sure you do that down below. And if you liked it, well then, don't you want to keep getting our advice? All you need to do is hit the subscribe button and be sure to check that little bell. That way you'll get instant notification every time we upload a new video. You know, if you like the advice that you're getting here, I really hope at some point you'll go over and check out Work It Daily's Career Growth Club. We are the largest online career growth club out there. Thousands of people are joining us every single day because they're getting access to our expert coaches, a peer group of community members that are helping one another in their networking and growing, and of course, really cutting edge resources, all at your fingertips for one low price. So I hope you go check it out. And if you still need more help, you should check out the 2 videos that we've got listed here as well. These are some of our more popular videos here on YouTube. They can also give you some timely advice and really keep you motivated in your job search. With that in mind, thank you for stopping by. I hope you come back and visit us often because you know what? If you want to win, you got to work it daily.